Hi everyone, I'm Reid, Partner and Head of Markets here at EY in Ireland. Welcome back to Take 5, where I'm joined in the studio by a different guest every couple of weeks to give you the latest need-to-know information about the business, the market and our offerings. Today we're going to hear about M&A activity in Ireland, and I'm joined in studio by Grit Young, Corporate Finance Partner in our Strategy and Transactions team. Grit, welcome to the studio and thank you very much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome. You were on the media recently talking about the trends in M&A in Ireland. Maybe you might just give us a little bit of a flavour of what those trends are and what's happening.
Yeah, certainly. So what we've seen between January and April 2022 was we've seen 60 transactions in terms of volume and about 3.3 billion in terms of US dollars in terms of value of deal activity. So that compares to the prior year, 2021, same period. It's 24% down on prior year, but the UK is 42% down in terms of activity levels. And what we are probably experiencing is a little bit of a pause, not a pause, but a slowdown as a result of the base rate environment, I think. There's a couple of factors here. First of all, the central banks are starting to react to what they think is a more medium-term inflation worry, and so the base rate will go up. That will increase the cost of investment for deal activity. And then secondly, there's obviously quite a lot of uncertainty right now, geopolitically and also cost-wise. You know, inflation is going to hit businesses hard. So some businesses are just thinking, let's keep our balance sheet healthy. Let's just weather the storm.
I want to pick up on one of those last sentences you mentioned there, which was around that economic and geopolitical changes that are happening globally. What impact is that having on global M&A activity and transactions?
So I think what impact is it having right now is mixed, because if we think about deal activity in 2022, it's still higher than it was pre-pandemic. So it's obviously not ground to a halt by any means. And so I think that there is a need to change. So the structural reasons for M&A are typically businesses need to adapt quickly. That's what causes M&A. So that hasn't really gone away. In fact, there's a few more reasons now, supply chain risks, etc., as to why companies need to change rapidly. But I do think that some companies are formulating their strategy right now and sort of waiting a little bit until they know exactly where they're going to invest. So that's, I think, what we're seeing at the moment. And going forward, if you think about the pandemic, Q2 2020 was very quiet. And then all of a sudden you have 18 months of deal activity that we've never seen before. So going forward, I think I'm very optimistic about that.
Yeah, that's great. And as our clients then think about, our clients out there thinking about transactions, what are the things that we do that can help them in terms of their thinking about that and their execution of that?
Yeah, so I believe EY can support clients end to end. So we've just launched our strategy business, EY Parthenon. We can formulate, and this is really what should happen in any business, formulate strategy, look at where you want to invest and what's going to create the most value for your company. You then obviously have the typical M&A services, diligence. What really sets us apart as well is that we're responding to the market. 63% of value in 2022 was spent on technology companies. We have the first local business that addresses IT and cyber diligence. Then, once you've completed the deal, you then have the ability to hand over to our post-deal integration team, which can help you with the first 100 days, because that's quite often where a lot of value is lost. And then they can hand over to our team in consulting, because actually value creation happens over a longer period of time. And so the synergies, and also ensuring that the strategic change that you wanted to make with the deal is actually realized.
Listen, a lot of wonderful ideas and thoughts there from you. Thank you very much for joining us here in studio today. And thanks of all of you for watching. I think you can find a link to the M&A survey as well as the contact details for Grit and other members of our strategy and transactions team in the links provided along with this video. Please keep an eye out for the next episode of Take 5 in a couple of weeks' time. But in the meantime, please take care and bye for now.